Welcome to Mindfulness in Life, your space for daily calm, clarity, and mindful living. Every human being carries invisible burdens. Some carry memories of the past, replaying regrets like a broken record. Others hold tightly to expectations of the future, consumed by worry and fear. Stress, anxiety, anger, disappointment. All of these are forms of weight. They are heavy not on the shoulders, but in the mind and the heart. Imagine walking through life with a backpack full of stones. Each stone represents something you refuse to let go of, an insult you received years ago, a mistake you made, a relationship that ended, an opportunity you missed. With every step, the bag grows heavier. You feel tired, drained, unable to fully enjoy the present moment. Mindfulness teaches us to pause and notice the weight we carry. Buddhism reminds us that suffering often comes from attachment. Attachment to what we want, to what we fear, to what we think should have happened. The Buddha said, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. The first step to inner freedom is recognizing the load. When we see our suffering clearly without judgment, we create the possibility of release. It is not about ignoring pain or pretending it doesn't exist. Instead, it is about becoming aware of what we are clinging to and asking ourselves, is this weight necessary? Mindfulness gives us the courage to look within and realize that much of what we hold on to is optional. The past cannot be changed. The future has not yet arrived. All we truly have is this moment, right here, right now. And in this moment, we have the power to begin letting go. Why letting go matters. Holding on feels safe. It feels familiar. Our minds tell us that if we keep replaying the past, maybe we can change it. Or if we obsess over the future, maybe we can control it. But this is an illusion. The truth is that holding on only deepens suffering. Stress grows when we replay every mistake. Anxiety multiplies when we cling to outcomes we cannot control. Anger poisons the mind when we refuse to forgive. Fear paralyzes us when we grip too tightly to security. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean being careless or indifferent. It means choosing peace over pain. It means releasing what we cannot change so we can focus on what we can. Buddhist wisdom often compares the mind to a clear lake. When we cling to anger, fear, or desire, it is as though we throw stones into the lake. The water becomes muddy and we cannot see clearly. When we let go, the water settles and clarity returns. Science supports this too. Studies show that mindfulness reduces stress by calming the nervous system. Letting go of repetitive thoughts lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. Forgiveness has been linked to improved heart health and reduced anxiety. So why let go? Because life is too short to carry unnecessary weight. Because freedom comes not from control, but from release. Because peace is waiting for us, the moment we open our hands. The practice of letting go. Letting go is not something we do once. It is a daily practice like breathing. Start small. When a thought of regret appears, notice it. Breathe in, acknowledge it. Breathe out and gently release it. Do not fight it. Do not judge it. Simply let it drift away, like a cloud passing across the sky. When anger arises, observe it in the body. Feel the heat, the tension in the chest, the clenching of the jaw. Say to yourself, this is anger. By naming it, you take away its power. Then ask, what happens if I let it go? Notice how the body softens when you release. You can also use symbolic practices. Write down your worries on a piece of paper, then burn it or throw it into water. Visualize your burdens dissolving into smoke, carried away by the wind. Chant a simple phrase such as, letting go, letting be, as a reminder. In Buddhism, meditation is the heart of letting go. Sit quietly, focus on the breath. Notice the thoughts that arise. Do not cling, do not push away. Just let them come and let them go. Over time, you will realize that thoughts are like visitors. They appear, they stay for a while, and they leave. You are the host, not the guest. The more you practice, the lighter you feel. Letting go is not about losing, but about gaining space. Space for peace, joy, and clarity. Stories of letting go. Stories bring wisdom to life. There is a Buddhist parable of two monks traveling on a journey. At one point, They come to a river where a woman is struggling to cross. One monk refuses to help, remembering their vow to avoid physical contact with women. The other monk carries the woman across the river and sets her down safely. Hours later, the first monk bursts out, "How could you break our vow?" "You carried her." The second monk smiles and says, "Brother, I set her down hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" This story shows how often we carry unnecessary burdens. We hold on to things long after the moment has passed. The wise monk teaches us, the past is over. Why keep carrying it? Modern life offers examples too. A person who forgives a betrayal feels lighter. A worker who releases the pressure of perfection finds joy in the process. A student who stops fearing failure discovers freedom to learn. Letting go transforms ordinary lives. It is not about becoming passive, but about becoming present. The past is a teacher, not a prison. The future is a possibility, not a guarantee. Freedom lives in the now. Living with open hand. Letting go is not a one-time act. It is a way of living. When we wake up each morning, we can choose to open our hands instead of tightening our fists. We can approach life with curiosity instead of control. We can meet people with compassion instead of judgment. This is the heart of mindfulness. To live fully, moment by moment, without being chained by the past or trapped by the future. In Buddhist imagery, the lotus flower represents this freedom. The lotus grows in muddy water, yet it blossoms pure and beautiful. In the same way, our lives may be full of challenges and pain, but when we practice letting go, we rise above, opening into clarity and peace. Letting go does not mean losing everything. It means gaining the most precious thing, peace of mind, a calm heart, a free spirit. So let this be your invitation. Breathe deeply. Release the weight you've been carrying. Trust the flow of life. And walk lightly with open hands toward the freedom that has always been within you.